Hello everyone and welcome on the first official episode of my renovation project. I'm just completely overwhelmed by the amount of people who have watched my video. I really didn't expect that, and it's a little bit scary. So I hope I'm gonna do a decent enough job for you. So I'm now taking you on the back roads on the way to the house, just to show you a little bit the surrounding, really very fast, but you know. And there she is, my dream home. Okay, let's get to work. Now, one of the first thing I did was pulling out these old carpets from the living room area. It was 3 thick carpets and 2 old lino. Yeah, very fashionable and very dusty. They definitely had a good life, so it was time to get rid of all that dust. Doing that job made me realize I definitely needed to invest in a dust mask, which I did after that. Now you can see the damp and like the water really who came down from the fireplace. So under all this was this newspaper dated from 1989. That's so far the oldest newspaper I have found in the house. So some of you might recognize some faces here. Who knows? The second big job I done was clearing the little shed at the back of the house. Because I want this place to be livable in a few months, and I hope it will be. So yeah, I just had to do a bit of a clear out. A lot of wood, which was kind of easy enough, and then a lot of old toilets and rubbles and sheep shit and whatnot, some old weird things which have been just, accumulating over the years. Of course, all the mess had to go somewhere, so at the moment it's all outside the door. It took me a while to be brave enough to come down with the van behind the house, because it's a bit of a steep hill and I was a bit scared the van wouldn't go up, but I did manage in the end. So all the toilet and sink and stuff like that, most of them are gone anyway, and the wood will be burnt or reused at some point. short moment of satisfaction before I destroy more things and make more mess. So after that I moved upstairs and started pulling off the chipboard, kind of, well, not chipboard, it's more like very thin OSB, I guess. And under that was some chipboard, and I thought I'll be able to pull at least one of the board out, but no way, not with my small hammer there. So yeah, my hope of having made a hole through the floor just didn't happen on that day. Yeah, instead actually I made a hole in my trousers. So yeah, I abandoned, and I came back the next day with a brand new set of crowbars, and that made a massive difference. And then we got on to breaking the walls, the concrete walls. The plan was to break the one inside the shed, but it's just impossible to do by hand. We tried and tried and tried again, and we ended up letting our anger out on this one, the concrete block, which is much easier to get down with a sledgehammer. So this is where we are at the moment. A little opening through the ceiling and just more light downstairs. And everything is breathing and drying out at the moment, which is really nice. We've got a nice spell of a windy, sunny days. This wall will come off at some point. That's the next bit, the one we couldn't do earlier, but I will have the length of a jackhammer soon, so let's hope that will help. And that will be all open plan when these beams are off. And the little living room area, which was the sheep shed. Voila! Now this is a view we have from the shed. Brendan has started clearing the garden down there. All the reeds are coming off. It's just being all opened up and very, very lovely. So yeah, this is it for this time. I leave you under a beautiful blue sky. Thanks again so much for your support. It's just, it is overwhelming, but thank you. And see you next time. Bye!